Hi, why I am still using the Nikon D500, a camera that was launched in 2016 as a DX crop sensor and has only 20.9 megapixel. Is this really a legendary camera? Let's find out. I mainly photograph animals in function for my paintings. For those who have been following me for a while, you probably already know that I'm a professional painter. This D500 has the same autofocus system as the professional Nikon D5. Anyone who knows that camera knows that the autofocus is lightning fast. This is a must for photographing animals. With 20.9 megapixel, this camera seems outdated. But keep calm, you can print very large prints with this camera. And if you only view photos on screen, this resolution is of course more than sufficient. At the bottom right you see a full HD image. As you can see, this is only a fraction of the total image field that the D500 delivers. In other words, don't fall into the trap of camera manufacturers who want you to believe that you need a lot of megapixels. Their job, of course, is to sell cameras. One of the most striking advantages of the Nikon D500 is its speed. It shoots no less than 10 frames per second. And the camera does that lightning fast, while maintaining the excellent image quality and lightning fast autofocus. The D500 has an excellent grip. Especially those who have slightly larger hands will appreciate this. This camera was built for professional purposes and has a robust weather and dust resistant housing made of magnesium and carbon. This camera does not have a full frame sensor, but a crop sensor. This crop of 1.5 has the advantage that the field of view changes with the same lens as opposed to this lens on the full frame camera. This is extremely useful when you shoot nature or sports. You don't have to bring heavy lenses with you with this camera. A small note on the difference between full frame and crop sensor cameras. People often say full frame is an upgrade over crop sensor. I personally think that's not the case. I also use a full frame camera, the Nikon D810, but in many cases I will go for a crop sensor camera, especially with this D500, which has a very good dynamic range. The D500 has a very large optical viewfinder. You look effectively through the lens and not on a screen as with a mirrorless camera. You feel more connected to what's going on in front of the lens versus a small screen. With a fully charged battery, you can take more than 1200 shots. This makes the D500 a dream to work with. I always have 2 spare batteries with me when I'm on the road, but I rarely need an extra battery. A crop sensor camera is extremely suitable for macro shots. Because, for example, a 100mm lens displays an equivalent image of a 150mm lens. Especially useful if you want to photograph insects and do not want to get too close to these critters. Since there is a shift to mirrorless, more and more DSLR cameras are entering the second-hand market. These DSLR cameras are often much more professional than the entry-level mirrorless cameras. And that way you can buy a high-end camera very cheaply. But even you, this camera is an absolute steal. The Nikon D500 offers a great price-quality ratio. In addition to being an excellent camera for action photos and nature photos, The D500 is also suitable for portrait photography, for example. This camera offers enormous reliability that you will enjoy for years to come. And you should certainly not forget the huge range of f-mount lenses that fit on this camera. For me, this camera has been a moneymaker since the day I bought it. It's a device you can count on in all circumstances, whether it's freezing cold or tropical hot. This camera always delivers excellent performance. So, should you buy this camera? If you want a fast action and wildlife camera for a decent price, this Nikon D500 won't disappoint you. If you already own a D500, please let me know in the comments why you love this camera. And on that note, thank you so much for watching, and I see you again very soon.